Greetings to an extra spooky episode of Believe It Entertainment plays Crit Confirmed.
Why is it spooky?
I just felt like wearing this today.
Oh, okay.
Is one of the things we ordered garlic bread? Pretty sure we got garlic bread, right?
We got stuffed cheesy bread.
It includes garlic, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Then we're fine.
The thing they don't know is I love garlic. I'm Guy on Couch, and with me today are the wonderful crew of...
It's just us assholes.
True Alchemist.
A scared fucking Ryan.
From an 8.
Nyla's in after, yeah.
Alright, so last time you guys found a ship
shitless.
on some weird planet, and you found the unfortunate...
The home of man-sized birds.
Oh,
That will
yes.
eat people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Birdman, attorney, and stab your eyes.
I gotta admit, I was a little confused when I first saw that listing on the random encounters table. I was like, medium eagle. Is that just like a medium size, like somewhere
Like a
between?
hawk, or...
And then I was like, oh no, medium as in like D&D medium,
Yeah.
as in a person size.
No, like an eagle that like read your tarot cards.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
we
makes
just get a
sense.
chance to because it's dead now.
Yep.
That
Okay.
explains why Gangal never had a chance, because they could literally see him die. So.
Six out of the 4, or I've gone down 6 times, and we've had 4 fights. I've gone down in each fight.
It's what you're best at, man.
It's really what my
You
characters
really
are made
gotta
for.
start getting paid for going down so much.
I would, but nobody has money here.
Oh, I don't get it. What you guys?
Yeah, that's
What?
very true.
What you-
I got like
Because he
$2.
does it so often, so he might as well get paid for it. You see what I mean?
Do I get paid for saving him over and over? No, then he doesn't get paid either.
Well, I mean, hey, that's on you. You're the plan man, apparently. So
I'm not a man.
you're the plan amorphous blob.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
I'm the plan block.
now that we've gotten
In the
close
plan
to getting started here, you're going to a new system. What do you think you guys are gonna find there? More eagles or
Probably less
Yeah.
eagles.
Yeah,
less eagles? Okay.
We want less eagles.
More things that will shoot us.
Yeah, probably more danger.
Saw eagles,
Less eagles,
perhaps?
more danger.
I mean, I would
Advanced
take
eagles.
I would take
With little
the
lasers
eagles.
on their heads.
Just like millions of eagles the size of spiders that can fly.
Oh
Right.
man, I get it. Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck
Or a duck.
like 100?
Duck-sized
Duck-sized horses.
Yeah.
The 100 duck-sized horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
I mean, a duck-sized horse.
Shit.
That's tiny.
We aren't enjoying our food. Where's our dude?
But there's 100.
Sometimes they do that if they can't
Yeah,
find
you
us and
just
the number
stomp
doesn't
them.
work.
That's dumb.
You
I'm
think
gonna call him
that
real quick. Do you
Oh,
mind
man.
talking to him?
Or-
until they stumble your
Do I have to?
ass.
I don't want to
they're
do
duck-
it.
Listen.
Oh, you don't want to like talk
Listen.
on the phone?
I grew up around
I'll
a
do
lot of
I can do
ducks.
that.
It's still about that size.
Right.
Yeah,
What
man.
would I have to
You
do?
just,
What?
Oh,
you
they-
just
it said
sprint
that-
through 'em.
Our
Just
pizza's here, but our pizza's
snapping
totally not here.
tiny horse nests.
So
It's 510 from Rose.
I have one thing or one idea
Okay.
that I
Actually, you
want
can
to
just pass the phone
pass
over.
on to you,
Okay.
just
What's
for
it?
the
Just
simple
shuffle
fact
them
that
In my slightly judge-looking pajamas.
just for the simple fact that you say like, all right, listen, and it just sounds like a whole lot of like, hey, listen.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna put like Navi's body and then the Slaw King's head every time now.
Just get a slog
Every
face and then like do a little blue circle with a little glow, and just hey, listen. So you're in a new system. Okay, guys.
And then people start getting beat with the mace.
We got Thor's hammer
And I ain't got
Fight
jack
you.
shit.
No.
So
because nobody can see your death.
Because God don't need a weapon.
that's true. God just smites. All right. So you guys wanna
Sit there on their way.
Oh, okay. I guess they just
wanna see what's in
click
this
the-
new system.
Button. 'Cause
I'm unconscious, so
Yes.
Those of
no,
you who
I'm-
have a choice in the matter, do you want to see this new system?
Wait, we did knock
Yeah.
each other out, didn't we?
no, I knocked you out and then I just
Um,
fell over.
The answer is yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you
'Cause
Cool.
yes.
see it and gather information and hope
All right.
it'll not be terrible.
It was great.
Be nice.
So,
It was the best.
you guys emerge out of hyperspace, unless there's something you wanted to do on the trip there, other than level up, because now the both of you are level 2.
Are you both unconscious?
Yeah.
Yes.
I knocked him unconscious and I fell over.
I
It's
do
disabled.
my very, very best to drag Gangle right next to Toby and then set them up in a little cuddle. Do I need to roll for strength or anything?
What are you doing? What are you doing with the biologicals?
Sorry, I was just rolling for the percentage chance that we're losing a crew member. And it's 100%, it turns out. So, yeah.
Oh.
So we're going to see what happens today, I guess.
Alrighty.
I'm just.
By the way,
I think they feed off of warmth, or they are warmth or something. So I think if they're together, they'll get better faster.
That's sure that makes enough sense.
Yeah, let's
Sure.
test that theory. They are warmth. Like, throw them into the sun, the warmest place. Of course.
If we
Maybe
pass
they
by a
might
sun,
be
we'll
fine.
talk
Shut them
about
in
it.
the sun, they'll be instantly better.
Maybe a little too much. Too much of this
If
good.
We found the Holy
pass
Grail.
it- Yeah. Too much of a good thing is
Somehow.
whatever their logic is. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I got too
But
much
we-
electricity. That was bad for a while, and then you woke me up, and now it's not that
See,
bad.
there you go.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna wait.
What?
We leveled up, me and you.
Bang.
Oh, right. Yeah, we totally
Yep.
did. I definitely remember that and did it. Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay. I definitely had a conscious choice in that. Yeah.
Definitely sent you a text about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get uncanny dodge.
Alright.
That's such. That is such bullshit. That the Barbar gets uncanny dodge before the rogue, and I have to keep rereading 3.5 rules to understand them again and again.
Again and again.
Yeah.
That makes no
How?
sense.
I'm Barbar.
I feel like, because do you already have what is it like? It's not natural armor, but the ability where like
No.
you wear less. No, see, that's what he should get. That's what he should be getting right now. For like not wearing armor, he has his like strength bonus to his AC or something. And then I
Or my
should have
constitution
uncanny
to my
dodge.
AC.
Yeah, and then I should have uncanny dodge.
The guy that's supposed to charge into battle like a freight train
Right.
Woo, woo.
is
Isn't
more
uncanny
capable
dodge just about-
of Danny.
Not.
It's damage reduction.
Well,
Yeah,
right,
but it's basically
damage
that
redu-
you're
it's
more
damage
dodgy.
reduction to dodging area effect attacks, right?
Yeah, to be able to dodge something.
Isn't it
You're-
against reflex saves, right?
Is it specifically? Oh, again, 3.5. I don't know things.
Anyways,
I'm just on this crazy train.
I never played barbers. Oh wait, except for never mind. I played 2 barbers.
Except for that Barbar you played.
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
Whoa! How did he pick it? Oh, it's foam.
No, it's
No.
not foam.
Not foam.
That's
It is
not-
not
That's not
foam.
foam.
No, it's plastic.
You do not
Oh,
want to
you're
get
right.
hit with that.
I felt
Yeah.
it.
No.
It is not foam.
What are we doing?
You guys are deciding. I'm.
So the cabin is flooded with a red light once again as you guys enter into a new system.
These two assholes. Is it an alarm or just the red light?
It's just the red light of the distant sun, some distance away.
Hey, can you
It's a while.
can you set off an alarm? Wake them up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, you set off an alarm. It goes a little something like. I can't do that forever, and I don't want to lose any more viewers. So,
Yeah.
So, and you can tell just with the basic scans that come immediately after you enter the system that there are 8 planets.
Good job.
That was amazing.
Good job knowing numbers, Ryan. Good job.
I know 1 too.
Oh yes.
Anyways,
The loneliest number.
So yeah,
Two
if you want to
is
go
the
ahead and do
number.
a more in-depth scan, you can.
loneliest number since number 1.
And I totally remember what it was that we were using for that. I don't remember what skill.
Computer.
Was it something?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's go with that. So you can scan the system, but that will give you less information than just scanning a planet.
Well, let's scan the system, and then if we're interested, we can scan a planet.
Sounds good.
Our lady said.
How's that fun? Okay.
I hate bubbleheads.
Bubbleheads are great.
21.
I hate bubbleheads so much.
Why?
Okay. So, the first 3 planets
Bubblehead killed my
closest to you
parents.
guys on the outside of the
Is that
system
fair?
are ice planets. They're too far away to get any sort of heat, basically. But somehow they had water. However, the only thing that you can pick up is a high amount of internal heat from the first 2 planets, which is somewhat odd, I suppose. I don't know anything about astrophysics. The next 4 planets after that, there are 8 total, are apparently all rock, primarily rock-based. There's not a lot
You're
of
gonna see it no matter what.
flora being detected, but you're pretty far out too, so it's hard to tell too much. Some of them have moons, nothing too crazy. And then finally, the planet closest to the sun appears to be actually inhabitable. Seems to be a lot of like communications chatter, not as much as you would see around like
Wait,
a
you were
awesome.
right. We do need to take them closer to the sun. Let's go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
not as much as you would see like in a properly colonized like a proper colony world, but there seems to be
It's
a
something,
fair
though.
amount of calm chatter and activity going on the planet.
All right. So for some reason, the one closest to the sun seems to be the one with creatures.
The sun is a red dwarf, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So
that's-
actually, it's not quite.
yeah.
It's that whole heat thing.
Yeah.
So which of the planets would you like to investigate? Any of the rock ones, the ice ones, or just head straight for the colonized one?
I think we should go to the colonized one.
Yeah,
get
yeah.
fuel, and then,
It's probably.
and we can explore the rocky stuff.
Feel like.
Yeah.
And now it'll be pizza.
Oh, that's the
Looks
thing.
like we
I
have
got
an intruder already.
Dun,
Who
Right
could
there.
it be? But our special guest. I'm just kidding. We don't.
The pizza guy.
dun. Pizza guy.
So get ready. You're about to hear a lot of food and chewing noises.
Actually, these mics don't pick them up.
Oh yeah? What about this one?
Yes.
I haven't tested that one.
Just don't
Guess
eat.
we're gonna find out together, folks.
I'm excited. You're excited. Dog's excited.
So in between the 3 ice planets, you see a massive planet-sized dragon. It's inhabiting a
Shoot it.
system-sized dungeon.
Perfect. We land on
we
it,
we
and
use our
then
ship as little
We just
miniatures.
live on the dragon.
Dungeon.
And
Dragging
that's
speed?
Yeah.
Right,
We
speed.
Sorry,
we
new
use a
ship.
claw. We grab it. We cut a hole in the dragon.
The high
Oh my
pressure,
god!
The highest pressure space flood immediately floods the ship.
Ignore the person behind the food. There, it's like it's not even there.
Yay!
Except on our screen.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Brought to you by Domino's.
No, not Domino's. Domino's.
Yes.
Domino's is different than Domino's, man.
It's Spanish
Domino's is a
cousin.
game that more people play.
Oh, that would be your stuffed cheese bread.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Didn't know it would look like that.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm still
Yeah,
unconscious.
So,
So this is
yeah.
awesome.
So did the alarm wake them up? Did the
One of
alarm?
them looks awake. I don't know.
So Toby woke up.
I don't know. You tell me, Toby. You up?
Did you wake up
Yes.
from the alarm? So you wake up next. You are enthralled within Gangal. He has at least 2 arms over you. Just
Yeah, you are enveloped.
and your
in
your
this
your cheek fur is against his
somewhat
cheek fur.
precise-
Oh yeah.
And then this pie thing is yours, I think, right? Pie thing?
I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, I gotta.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. And then that's the okay.
Yeah, I'm eating first, though.
Toby, you okay? Gangal, Giga! Giga, wake up! Giga, wake up! Giga, wake up!
I got the alarm go off again, but like 3 times as loud. Everyone's deafened.
Why would you deafen?
Okay. Everyone takes a -2 penalty to any actions requiring like coordination for the next 5 minutes.
I'm still unconscious.
from the super loud alarm?
Yep.
Nice.
I'm still unconscious.
Oh, okay, cool.
Thank
Because I was disabled and I punched him, so I just...
Oh, okay, you're
Well, you
down.
gain 2 hit points by sleeping on the way.
Well, how long was we out?
Enough to gain 2 hit points.
Enough to gain 2 hit points.
Alright,
Apparently.
fine.
Don't question it. I'm going to get myself out as fast as I can.
Have a
Once I get
slice
to
of
him.
it, like, sir.
Give me a dex roll.
And
16.
Giga, wake up.
Cool. You sneak out of his oddly vinish grasp.
Okay, do you feel better?
No.
But you suck, right?
No.
No?
No.
So sleep doesn't work for you?
No. Yes, it works for me, but not under Gangal.
We're an under Gangal. It's like adjacent.
No, I don't care. I don't want to be around him. Get him out. Now.
We're currently in space.
Get him out. Out of the engine room.
Toby, we can't do it. Toby!
Out.
Toby!
Out. Out of the engine room.
Oh, well, he's really heavy. I can't drag him. I
How'd you put us together?
don't know what you're talking about.
Put us together. I don't.
Bluff! Bluffity bluff! So much bluff.
I'm gonna back you up on this bluff.
Yes! Whole snapples. That's a 20, sir.
And that's a nope.
And that's a 26.
I didn't do that, right, Ann?
Yeah, no, not at all. You guys just sort of fell together like that. It just happened.
Yeah, no, I don't know what to. I can't. He's really heavy. I can't drag him. So like, I guess if he like wakes up, get out.
Get out. I don't care. Get him out.
He's not. I don't know. He's not waking up. No.
Get out.
He's probably just sleeping. He's having a dream. You have one of those, right? Anyway, we're gonna go see the. There's a door star upstairs. You wanna come? Let's go. And I just walk back upstairs.
Cool. You're up there. Are you gonna fly to the place?
Oh wait, I have to do the thing, don't I?
I can make it go. You gotta pilot it.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably don't want to just like go in a straight line, just like.
Into the planet.
Yeah. Do I need to roll for the quality? Okay.
Okay, so you're going for the planet closest to the sun.
Yes.
Cool. So,
I'm gonna,
as you pass the second planet,
Mhm.
you guys get a comm buzz from the planet coming up. The system lists it as Tevcore mining.
Tepcore mining.
Hmm.
What does that mean?
It means that I didn't have any better ideas when I was coming up for that mining company name.
Okay.
Alright, so it's a mining place.
Wait, what's the name of, what's the name? Wait.
Did I get a fork?
I was gonna go with the Egyptian cat goddess.
You want more dressing?
Because, you know, it's
I
a
don't want
temperate
They gave us, like,
company,
6.
so I thought, like, that would be clever. But I can't really call the mining company ISIS anymore.
Oh.
So,
No.
yeah. Really ruined
Mm-hmm.
Egyptian
Alright.
gods for me.
Curse
Fucking
them.
great. What's another, is there another cat deity that anybody knows of?
Bashed.
Oh, perfect.
Bashed cat.
Also, Isis, not the cat deity. Why did I think that was the case? Alright, perfect. Yeah, it's called Bast Mining.
That's mining?
Yeah. Because Bast explores the vast regions of space.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
They're the best.
They're the best mining company.
Do we hear that?
No.
That's good. So just be like, you know what, let's turn around. Let's just not be here.
But you? No.
Let's just die in space. Just die in space.
I hate companies that use
Well,
puns.
no. They'll die in
Accept
space.
the hail? Or...
Yeah, no, that's fine.
No?
Yeah.
We're not here?
Goodbye. And are you hail? I don't know what that is. So.
Well, we probably should.
Did you come upstairs?
I don't know if they have anything that they could shoot us down.
Because I don't want to be with Gangal by himself.
I mean, like, logically, if they have resources that they care about, then, they would have things to protect said resources, probably.
Sure. We have a warship, so I feel like we're...
Like
Pretty
diplomacy?
We don't have a warship. We have a skiff.
Well...
Alright, so...
Anyway, yeah.
You
Probably
guys
talk to people.
open up the comm hailing channel, and it says, you are entering Bast Enterprises space. Please state the purpose of your visit.
We
Visiting.
need to refuel. And anything else? You just need to refuel, basically.
We
We're
are
fascinated by your money, basically.
refugees from a CAP station,
She'll get hungry.
and we need to refuel. This is the first place we got to.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a diplomacy check.
Okay.
Because you're not actually lying. But you are in a very...
Not 20. Sorry, not 20 plus 14.
Okay. Wow. Well,
I had some stuff too, but that.
I'm not going to bother rolling. So there's a pause, and the channel opens up again, and the officer on duty basically gives you a string of coordinates and interprets as the landing bay that they are offering you to land on.
Oh, so we should go.
Oh, yeah, we can land.
Oh, let's do it. Thanks.
That was easy.
Okay.
That was
As you guys
easy.
approach,
We heard that. Oh.
yep, nothing to worry about at all. As you guys approach, you notice that the atmosphere appears to be not the best. There's a pale green tinge to the air as you sail in through the atmosphere and begin to land. As you get closer to the landing bay that they have pointed you towards, you see that it is part of a larger building that is placed into the side of a ravine, basically. Okay. So you fly into the ravine and then land in the landing bay. Most of it is pretty automatic, so you don't actually end up needing to roll. Cool. Just because the way that it interfaces with the computer is something that it can recognize. Unlike, say, if you're trying to land on a planet that doesn't have landing structures. Okay. As you guys settle into the bay, you notice that it is almost entirely empty. There are a few boxes and things that have been secured, but otherwise it is left untouched.
Okay, yeah,
the docking bay doors close, and once they are fully shut, some of the doors open up, and then jumpsuited individuals and some machines come out and start getting to whatever tasks they were doing before.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Well, I was thinking machines, I was like,
We're gonna land and everyone's just gonna, okay.
So, I'm gonna be Hogan.
I'm glad we came to that not understanding. Do you guys get off the ship, or what's the...
I want to see what's happening outside.
Toby.
No, I'm not going outside. I'm looking at the window. There's windows on the ship, right? You'll be able to look at?
Isn't there just the front window? Yeah. And
I'm gonna do a quick scan of the planet now that we're landed on it.
It's going to be pretty tough because you're inside of a heavily shielded structure. They probably don't want whatever is in the atmosphere getting inside the building more than it has to.
Oh, fair enough.
Toby. Maybe you should stay on the ship to guard it while Gangol's out. You don't have to make sure he doesn't die or anything. Just, stay on the ship.
Alright.
Because if you come with us, they might come into our ship, and then he's unconscious, and that might be bad.
He'd probably be okay. He hasn't died yet.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
I mean, we could be able to take another ship, right?
I
Borrow another ship.
Sure. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. This one was a pretty lucky pull. So.
Yeah. Well,
Well, we can pick another lucky
but
pull.
if they take it from us, we can always, we can borrow a different one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
All right. So, Ann, you want to go out and see what we can do?
Cool. So, you guys drop the landing.
I
drop that.
I make sure that my my uniform, boots, and everything are on. They look the way they should.
Cool.
Still wearing
Do so.
the messed up bracelet thing.
Okay. You are greeted by...
How do I communicate with you guys? How do I communicate with you guys?
Curiously,
We don't hear that.
you're actually greeted by a Zeruian.
Okay.
It appears to be pretty docile compared to the other two that you've met so far. And it's wearing a custom-fitted suit with a little cap, and there's a couple epaulets on there.
Just like a giant little suit.
I mean, it's not little for it.
Okay.
It's not like Chris Farley in the jacket, just like...
Okay.
But
he's in a nice suit and a little hat.
so as it approaches,
That's adorable.
Yeah, right.
It looks to the two of you, and go ahead and give me a sense motive.
Okay.
I was wondering why you were not blasted by the asteroid charge yet.
19 for me.
Cool. 14?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't notice this maybe because of your inexperience with this particular species, but perhaps because you spent so much time around Gangol so far, you notice a slight hint of surprise when he looks at you, as if he's never seen your kind before.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a certain bit of hesitance because you don't know exactly why, but there's something about the way that he's looking at you guys with your suit and like the ship that you're in and all this stuff. There's like some confusion there that he doesn't quite. There's something about his presence that you notice, but you don't know why. Maybe unless you can figure it out yourself. I don't know.
Can I roll an intelligence to recognize that look? Because I assume I've gotten that look a lot.
Well, you recognize his look of surprise,
Yeah.
as far as like you being a particularly rare species.
Right.
But other than that, this other confusion is different.
Okay.
Yeah. So he approaches, and in common, he begins speaking. He's got a little, like a digital clipboard tucked under one arm.
Nice.
And he says in a somewhat rough accent, "We are very sorry to hear that you are victims of the war. it is not often that we get members of the CAP military here. We are willing to help, but of course we have operating expenses that we have to keep in mind. Do you perhaps have some sort of operating expenses of your own that you can offer in order for this transaction to go smoothly?
Oh yeah, I unfortunately no. As you can see, it's damaged, and I mean the ship has nothing on it. This is our last ditch effort. I mean, we have the ship, and I don't want to fly around in a warship until we find a place where we can actually reconnect. But yeah, unfortunately no. This is just the first place that we were able to just get to.
All of that is true, actually, so you don't have to roll anything. He nods and he says, well, is it just refueling that you require, or are there other supplies that you need? What we'd like to help the CAP in any way we can, but of course we have to tend after our own matters as well.
Right, of course, and I'm sure that you can always have an expenses build to any branch that you can contact within the CAP military. That one I'll go ahead and bluff for.
Yeah, I was about to say, you don't know jack shit about this, so...
Of course not. I don't think about stuff.
Oh, that's not a D20. Why did I roll that?
His intelligence was that small.
To be fair, it was a great roll on a D10. So.
15.
Ooh.
And a 25.
So you haven't actually been speaking at all.
No,
so
I know.
I'm gonna need
I know.
something here to back
So
that up.
I say that, I go, yeah, I'm not really sure, and I give Anne this look because I have spent so many days with this. I am not programmed for this bullshit. So just like, yeah,
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we don't really have any way to get back in contact with them right now.
We could totally
it was
get back
it was awful. It was a horrible attack, and you give us your call information. Then, as soon as we can reconvene with our group, or the rest of the military, yes, and then we'll get them to get in touch with you, and you just give them an expenses report. It'll all get paid for. Probably manage to get you some extra.
as Anne does this, I
Yeah.
Anne starts to speak, and I go like, oh my god. I just like, I shrug more, and I just put my head down and
Really,
shake
we just
it,
need
and
your
like,
information.
I look at this thing again and hit it, and
Okay.
I don't know what it is, guys. I'm just not getting it.
The
Horrible
Zeruian
damage.
clearly does not trust you in particular from him. You can just tell that what you're saying isn't quite meshing with what he knows of either the military or how these sorts of things go.
so I can tell this.
Yes, just by the expression that he has when you start talking. And then when Anne starts speaking, you notice that he's still tense, but he doesn't appear to be quite... There's a shift that happens where his eyes initially seem very unyielding, and then as she's speaking, they slip into this sort of mechanistic, like, calculating stage. And he nods, sort of deep in thought, and he says, well, perhaps something could be arranged.
Oh, easily.
We wouldn't be able to contact the CAP military arms quite that easily, of course, due to our remote status. Despite being close to Teverall,
Of course.
Simply put, we do not have the kinds of communication structures needed to communicate instantaneously.
Right, of course.
However,
we have your location.
we are willing to assist you in this, but we would also appreciate some assistance from you if you're willing to give it. Seeing as how Bast Mining is one of the top suppliers of the CAP military forces, it would be appreciated if you were able to help us deal with a small issue here and perhaps rectify some of our, let's say, efforts.
Okay.
Of course.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I've been in this uniform for like a week now, like just a week. I just got into this thing. We're trying, and we just got out of that mess, and at a minimum, we're just looking to refuel, and we don't want to be much trouble if we can have some aid. There was a conscript that greatly helped us, and he's on the ship, just like. We don't know. He's now woken up. So like
Lots of injuries.
just minimum a minimum amount of first aid and refueling, and that's what we're looking for. So as far as is my role in the CAP, I'll do what I can to help. But I don't know that much. I'm good
You
with,
could just say,
with small
yes,
tools.
I would like to.
Excellent. Well, let me offer you this then. We could refuel you and have you in a position to leave in relatively short order. Our medical structures, however, are a bit more costly.
Okay.
However, if you and your crew were to help us with a minor issue here,
Sure.
Something that, of course, would be of no difficulty to a member of the CAP military, but to us miners and civilians, something a bit out of our league, as it were.
Is this a diplomatic matter or a martial matter?
This would seem to be a martial matter, but we're not entirely certain. It could be diplomatic, but we are... Well, perhaps the details are best left for after I tell you what we can offer in exchange. Were you able to help us deal with this issue, we would be willing to offer you not only whatever first aid support you need, but supplies as well to help you on your way back to Thrak or wherever it is that you're going. And you can tell that he's kind of giving you like this... He's kind of giving you this look like... Maybe he thinks And is actually part of the CAP, but he doesn't quite think you're part of it. And so he's giving you this look like, that it might be...
Maybe it was new.
Well, he's
sense
giving you
motive to
this
see if...
expression where it's like, if you rub my back, I'll rub yours, so to speak.
Yeah.
I love back rubs.
And then Gangal reaches out and touches someone.
So could I sense motive to see if he
That was just bugging.
genuinely wants to...
Yeah.
Obviously, he wants to exchange
Sure,
something,
yeah.
but genuinely wants to help us,
See,
or
it looks so
if he's
better.
just trying to get more and more out of this. Can I sense motive that?
Yeah, you can definitely
Yeah,
do that.
it does.
All right. You know what? Okay, we just had a bunch of pizza. Can someone pass me a brownie?
24.
Cool. So you read him pretty easily. Basically, from what you can tell, he is willing to offer his deal of offering refueling is legitimate, as far as you can tell.
Mhm.
However, you can also see that there is a certain calculation happening here, where basically he's thinking, if you can help with this problem, then that's something they don't have to hire someone for later. And that would take a long time because they're in a relatively uncharted system.
Right, he doesn't actually care about my race, or even if I'm really with the CAP, as long as I solve this problem.
Not really.
Cool,
No.
deal.
Yeah. Cool.
So I go, yeah, let's... that would be wonderful. Let's go solve a problem together.
Perfect. And he goes down to a little bracelet, different than the kind you've seen.
Mhm.
These appear to be just civilian model, and he speaks briefly into it, saying, "Please send a medical team up to Docking Bay, Alpha, Beta, Niner, Zeta, whatever bullshit." Within a few minutes, you see a pair of droids and a...
Oh god, why?
That's funny. And a Thrak show up. And they approach the ship, and the Thrak says, "I understand there's someone wounded."
Yes, we have 2 crew members wounded on the ship currently.
Okay. And he nods to the droids, and they follow him onto the ship.
How are you?
So I say and before they get on the ship, I say in Thrak to that guy, I go, "Oh, hold on a minute. One of our crew members is a little bit jumpy. He's kind of green, and all this is. Let me just introduce you guys and to let him know what's going on. Is that all right?"
The Thrak nods and gestures kind of
So I go up
politely.
and I can I assume that he is with or not within earshot if I go straight to Toby? He's within an earshot, right?
He's within earshot, yeah. He's basically following you on board.
Okay. So I go, this is a medical team. They're gonna help you and the big guy downstairs. Is that all right? And I just slowly medical team. Yeah. They're just gonna make you guys feel better.
Yeah, they are.
Gonna make you feel real good.
I don't like that.
It's just a
They
medical
take
team.
out tranquilizer gun.
I look at it really intently and I go, "It's just a medical team."
It was just a bird that was outside. That killed Gergol again.
I'm not dead, you jackass.
Sometimes I can hear it now.
So I go, Toby, you seem tired. Just let them take care of you. Medically. All right? And I
Let them take care of you, martially.
I look at the Thrak and I go, our other crew member is down in the engine room.
Okay. He asks, "What's his condition, as best as you can tell?"
Bullet holes.
He's unconscious and has some wounds.
Okay. He nods and then gestures to the 2 droids to head downstairs, and then turns to you and with a 19 on persuasion says, "Please be calm. I'm here to help."
He just lowers the gun, but keeps the gun in hand.
He walks a step closer and says, "If you please, I'd like to examine you and see what your injuries are. I was told you were injured."
Okay. Don't do anything funny.
I'm a doctor, sir, not a comedian. So you ever notice how all the Thrak doctors really suck at healing?
As soon as he says that, I go immediately outside and I go to And. The big dude's still there, right?
Yeah.
I go, "Yeah, he's taking care of the..." What is a comedian? I just whisper like, "What is a comedian?"
Someone of poor regard. No,
Your mother, perhaps?
Boo!
No, I know. That's not how you guys work.
I don't have a
No, I know.
mother.
No, I know. It's all good.
Well, that was not informative.
No.
Some could say the world was your mother.
I go back on the ship.
You go downstairs and you punch Gangle for no reason.
The Thrak gives you a once-over, determines that you are not so poorly like in such poor shape that you can't walk. And he says, "If you could please follow me."
You can't do it in the
Gangal,
ship?
You're asleep, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
so-
healed, but I'm just like, I need some rest.
So, you are picked up by the two droids, which are deceptively strong, and put onto the hover stretcher, and they carry you back up the stairs. And there's a briefly comical moment where one of them almost lets go of the stretcher and starts to hover down the stairs.
I kind of want to just like open
taking
my
good
eyes
note.
a little bit, and just see what's
They
going on.
immediately shut them.
Wait, so does Toby follow the Thrak after the Thrak says that?
Where are you taking Gingo? Where are they going? Why are you taking this away from the ship?
Med bay, jackass.
Does he say that?
The looks at you with like some surprise. He goes, "Not quite as unconscious as they thought, apparently."
I go, Gango, you're not dead.
Oh no! Oh.
I'm dying.
So bad.
Oh, so bad! Oh no! Oh no! And I just like flick off. Oh, Toby, as we just go down.
So the stretcher goes out of the ship
You know-
as all this is happening.
Take him wherever. I don't care about him. Why you?
Toby,
why
are you
do I
gonna-
have to leave the ship?
Toby.
Why can't you heal me here?
Because, sir, my equipment is in the medical bay.
Couldn't you just bring the equipment
Toby,
here?
you've been screaming for days about that horrendous wound.
But I don't want to leave the ship!
But you said it
That
was
was something
so
that was unfamiliar.
terrible. You said you were going to die.
Oh, but
Right. It's a horrible.
how would it be
horrible
taken
wound.
away from a ship and put it somewhere that I don't know?
I do want to like
It's just gonna be a
like,
medical bay
wave my hand.
because you've been.
Do I know what the medical bay?
Toby.
I don't even know where I'm going.
It's all gonna
Where
be
is the medical
fine.
bay? Do you guys know where the medical bay is?
What's that?
We're
I
gonna
just
get
wanna
back
look at
on
the
the
other
ship.
Zerurians, just, like,
It's still gonna be
demonstrate
here
that.
when you
I'm on
get
the ship right
back.
now.
The Zeruian looks at you with some like mild surprise and like some mingled like pleasure and like battle pride because your people kind of always want to fight when they see each other. And he says, "Not on me."
Just stun him and take him. Like,
He kind of smirks and is like, "If only
I
against company ranks."
just need to make a chaotic character again.
do this for me. Do this
not,
for your
not
crew.
the game for trying to play like yourself.
The
Not with you
the
fuckers.
fucking robots take you away, motherfucker.
So I look at Toby and I say in Thrak, Toby, it's okay. You can just go with them. Do you know Thrak? So I say that in Thrak. What do you say? I say back to Colin, oh, can you not understand me?
No.
And I look to the Thrak and I say in Thrak, he might need a sedative. He's an important part of my of this crew, and he helped us survive, and we need him in tip-top shape.
The Thrak nods and
you say?
promptly looks through his spell list.
What is he looking for? What is he doing?
Just some light reading.
He's reading?
He's not,
Like reading?
first off, clerics don't have spell lists.
Yeah, no.
So, not how it works.
Gango's enjoying this ride.
No, he's doing great. He's seeing all sorts of stuff. There are rocks.
So I know there's Zerurian.
There are more
They're
rocks.
everywhere.
We're fucking everywhere.
This one's probably gonna die too.
Oh no! Oh, I forgot to ask his name and where his tribe was.
Oh no! That way we can mourn him later.
Oh. Rest in peace, Jeb.
Never forget you, Jeb. Never forget you.
Clan Laser? Phaser. No.
I thought it was Brazier.
I thought it was Grazer.
Taser?
They were
Jazer.
Blazer. I said
Blazer?
Brazer.
It's Mazer?
Mazer?
Clan Razor. I said Clan Brazer.
Oh, right. He's the
Hazer.
clan of sharp things, and you're the clan of bowls.
Yep.
Got it.
Spells that have fire.
Ah,
Ooh, fireballs.
fireball.
Never. Don't remember what my tribe names are. I'm just gonna fucking make up as I go.
That's all. Yeah, all time. All time, every time.
I'm from Clan Orange. I'm from Clan
Smorge.
Mom. I have nothing for that one.
What'd you say? It's your mum.
Your mom.
Your mum.
Your mom.
And your mum.
Clan Yerma. That's actually what clan this guy's from.
Oh, you're also from playing your mom. Do you know Seymour?
You know, it's not until I look through the spell list that I realize just how many spells for clerics are just fucking people up.
Yeah, dude. So many of them
There's
are
not-
just like, swing a hammer, add 45 things to it.
Swing it again.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
Do we have extra character sheets anywhere, by the way?
All right, so
I don't. And my printer's packed up.
I probably do, actually.
So he holds
Unnecessary.
He holds a silver emblem on his wrist, and he waves at you. And you see glistening light come from the
Oh, yeah,
heavens
edition
through
stuff.
the ship into
Fair.
you, and suddenly you feel as if your fear has gone away. As if only the fear you choose to have is present, but no fear that you had just rumbling around before. You also get a +1 to saving throws.
Ah!
And you
In general
feel,
or against fear?
just in general.
Oh, sweet.
Toby, do you feel better? Toby? Do you feel better? Oh. Do you want to go to the med bay?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right.
Sure.
Also, you have 9 temporary hit points. Anyways, so
She's so much better.
you follow him down, and you guys, Gangal and Toby, go through they're not exactly dingy, but where the military vessel, the halls there were a mixture of, depending on where you were at, like clean and like what's the term?
Immaculate?
They had a feel to how they were designed, right? So everything was designed with a purpose in a ship like that. You know, even the way that the bulkheads are designed in such a way to either look a certain way or have a certain, there's intent there. With this building, it feels like they unpacked this hallway from a box. And so it is just like very plain, very just, this is the most basic hallway you could have, without just like if you envision in your head what is the basic concept of a hallway, that's kind of what this feels like. And there's like some dirt and stuff, but for the most part you see like little cleaning droids like roaming around picking up dirt.
Gotta pick up that dirt.
Space Roombas.
Cleaning droids?
Space Roombas.
Tiny little discs.
Space Roombas.
But
they everywhere?
effective for 300 years.
One on one foot, one on the other foot. Go.
They're not terribly populous, but there's a fair number of them, like one every, I don't know, few hallways.
Okay, so if I walk out of the ship after Toby and then rejoin, and at any point do I see any of these droids? Should I roll perception for that?
No.
No?
I have to roll in my head whether or not they would be in a docking bay. No, the droids out here are all more industrial.
Alright, never mind.
The cleaning droids are specifically for like offices and things. So out here, when there's a mess,
Out here in the field.
generally it needs some serious cleaning. Anyways, you guys eventually reach Medical Bay. It's fairly large, presumably because injuries on a mining colony are pretty common. And you are each given a bed and told that you will be met with shortly. Back to you guys. The Zeruian, when you come back out, says, "Your crew is in good hands. Now, if you come with me, I'd like to explain the problem we've been having and how you might be able to help."
Sure.
We would.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, so he leads you down an adjacent hallway to the one
My
that
gun
took,
has never been emptied.
and this one,
Fired. So long.
you guys make a quick right after entering, and you enter what appears to be a, not a break room, but it's sort of more of a lounge area. Presumably this is where people that have landed would be directed to wait while their ship is being refueled. As you guys exit, by the way, you see a couple techs and a droid come like walking towards your ship, and one of them starts fiddling with what appears to be a tube on the ground. So as he gestures you both in towards a couch nearby, he sits on the couch opposing it. I'm assuming you guys go, sit down, stand awkwardly.
I'll go to the couch.
Okay. Cool.
And he sits down?
Yep.
Is there like a table in between it or just two couches?
Yeah, there's a table. It's like a low. It's like a little coffee. Not a. It's decently big.
Your tripod
but
don't work?
it's not like a table that you.
I am my own chair.
Under.
Does it look like a comfortable couch?
Decently, I mean it's serviceable.
I sit on the corner of the couch and I meld myself into the couch a little bit. I adjust to the couch and get comfortable, and then just kind of lounge.
Okay. He seems confused by this, mostly because of what your jumpsuit is doing as you do this.
What
very
is this
awkward.
jumpsuit doing?
It's like indenting in weird ways. 'Cause
Oh.
he's melding to the couch, which is not something most biologicals do.
I'm not most biologicals. Actually, I'm not any biologicals.
And that's it for today. No. So he sits you guys down and he says, "We've had this mining operation here for some time, and while we've generally done well here, we've recently run into a snag. It appears that the surveyors some time ago that were here did not report or were not aware of an indigenous species that lives here. Apparently sentient, at the very least they appear to have language.
If he has any remote sense of my entire mood drops.
Mhm.
Now I'm very, very serious.
Okay.
I'm waiting for him to fuck up.
Okay. He says, continuing, primarily the issue is that the natives have taken one of our industrial drilling units. It would seem that it got close to their territory at some point, and they attacked the crew and seized the vessel, dragging it back into the caves where they're from. While we do have a security force, it's mostly a skeleton crew, not meant to deal with, armed natives, mostly meant to protect from wildlife and things like that. We were under the impression that there was no one here, so we didn't think we needed quite so much protection. It's slowing things down quite a bit. Those units are very efficient, so we don't need many of them. But once one is taken offline, it drops production by at least 25%. And with the war footing that we've been on, all that material is very necessary to the CAP. But patriotism aside, it's also a matter of profit for us, and for you as well. If you can help us recover this by whatever means necessary, we would greatly appreciate it. And we'd be willing to show you that appreciation through the offering of supplies, medical assistance, and medical supplies in the case that you would need such a thing in the future.
Oh, that's wonderful. Let me ask you a question. What type of martial weapons do you have here?
He thinks briefly and he says, well, the standard auto rifles and the like. Nothing military issue, of course, but similar enough that it works for most creatures.
How about something more intimate?
Well, we do offer, I suppose, knives for the security crew. Standard issue, but mostly meant as a last-ditch effort. We would prefer that our security team not get so close to a dangerous predator that they would have to engage in that
Of course.
fashion.
So, this sounds great. How big is the drill?
The unit is about the size of your ship. It is intended to operate semi-autonomously. However, it does have a crew compartment in order to be driven back. My understanding is that the natives were able to lash it with some sort of local material and then drag it in significant numbers, presumably back to their village. However, we don't have trackers, and we weren't willing to sacrifice more men by sending them into these caverns. So.
Yep. Sounds like Death Trap.
So, what type of creatures were these?
The reports listed them as humanoid, apparently reptilian as best as we could tell, but we weren't able to get a great look at them. He turns to his digital clipboard and he taps on it a couple times,
okay.
And then he flips it to show you guys, and there's a shaky image of like a grayish purple humanoid figure kind of hunched over. It appears to have like a crude blade in his hand. This is one of the images that we were able to recover, at least the clearest image. I'm sure you understand the heat of battle makes for very poor recordings.
Yeah, relatively small.
Is this a thing that either one of us recognize?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
the worst that can happen.
So once the other half of my crew is ready to go, we'll need some weapons, and then we'll get to it.
He says, excellent. Now remember, you don't necessarily have to kill any of these natives. Of course, we follow CAP protocols and would like nothing more than to let them live as they do as we harvest what we need for the military. Once you get to the drill itself, you can probably just drive it back to us. And once it gets back onto the premises, we can protect it from there.
Of course.
And of course, move our operations somewhat to avoid their territory for the next time.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep that in mind. We wouldn't want anything untoward to happen.
Right, as long as the native species stays intact, that's what's important.
Right, and the recovery of the drill, of course, as well.
Right, secondary.
Certainly. There's
Certainly.
that exact hesitation. So back to you guys. Pretty soon after that same Thrak doctor comes up, he casts a series of healing spells. You guys are back up to your full hit points.
Yay! Gonna make you feel good. Gonna make you feel real good.
He slides a hand under your vines for a second. And he's like,
I just
not
go
that
ahead,
good.
sit up, and just like start cracking everything, stretch it out.
He goes, try to avoid whatever it was that caused that to you, and you should be fine.
Okay, I'm part of this crew.
Does he say that out loud? It's just you and Toby. That's so weird.
He gives both of you directions as to how to get to the lounge that you two ordered at. You guys are, once the business is basically negotiated, you're asked what kind, if you would like any beverages or anything while you wait for the rest of your crew to be in fighting order, as it were.
Yes, please. Can we have 2 of your
Two
best,
of your earth waters.
Cucumber, if you could.
2 of your best drinks, and not the regular stuff.
He nods and he goes, "Love check. Give me a sense mode."
21.
All right. He rolled pretty well too. Not quite that well. He clearly takes you for someone who doesn't know anything about drinks. And he says,
Wow, he's
"I
right.
will get you something." A droid comes by a little later with. You ordered 2?
One for me, one for Anne.
No, I thought that was just making sure. The droid comes back with 2 glasses. There is a vaguely amberish liquid in them.
Okay. I take them and I give one to Anne.
Wait, why am I holding this for you? Why am I holding this for you?
Does the droid go away?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it'd be interesting to take their drinks, because why not? I just throw both of them.
Where?
On the ground. Why not?
At the other couch, wherever.
No, on the ground.
Oh, no. I take both of them and I just drop them next to me.
Oh, wait, are there any of those little Roomba
It
droids
tends to
in
drop things that he
Yeah,
has.
yeah. Are there any little Roomba droids in here?
As soon as you drop something,
Alert.
As you, yeah, actually, that is exactly what happens. So you drop the glasses, and a little hatch opens on the floor, and a little cleaning droid comes out, and then heads over to where the glasses were, and immediately begins, like a little wet vac nozzle comes out, and it starts getting the liquid on the floor.
By the way,
How big is it?
did you listen to the directions
What directions?
to how to get to where the other
Like a
crew
Roomba.
members are?
Okay.
Oh.
Can I tell just by like examining it if we'd be able to fuck with it?
Yeah.
If we
Okay, cool.
like,
That's a net 20.
so desired.
Fucking, what did you just roll on that 20 for?
I asked him if he was listening to where the directions are, because I clearly was just.
A net 20'd it though. We're good.
You know where all directions are. North, south, west.
Oh, that's awesome.
Um,
I'm going to use that later.
let's head north. I don't know where that is.
I do.
Yeah, so you get the feeling that you could probably mess with it. It doesn't seem especially complicated.
Cool.
The tools that you have...
Is there an obvious power on-off on it?
No, this model is remotely controlled. So you would be able to, like, go into its guts and find whatever it is and then switch it. But not just by, like, messing with it.
Okay.
Presumably because they don't want, like, shitty miners to just be like, boop. fuck you, robot. Now someone will have to find that, I guess. You know, so.
All right.
I kind of want one for the ship.
Yeah, I was just thinking we could get one and we could reprogram it.
Yeah. I pick it up.
It starts whirring. It's like little, it has little circle wheels, kind of like a mouse trackball, and a soft, kind of, what's the term? Not ambiguous when it's androgynous. That's what, like an androgynous neutral voice comes up and it says, "Please return the cleaning unit to the floor."
I put it upside down.
Oh.
Upside down on the floor. Okay.
Squirts oil at you.
The wheels spin a little wildly and then stop, and then you see a little hatch open that slowly flips it over until it toggles back.
Nice.
As soon as
it appears to be like basically the dustpan.
As soon as it turns back over, I pick it up again.
It whirs for a second and then says, "Please return the unit to the floor."
All right, I'm gonna come over with my small tools while you're holding it.
Can you turn it off?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna wait, but since you've already got one.
Go ahead and give me a.
Oh, that's not so great. It's a 13.
Okay. You're able to find the lid and like pop it off, and as you're doing so, you hear it say, "Maintenance has been notified of a damaged unit."
All right. Well, you keep going.
Fast.
All right, fast. Sure.
Go for it.
Yep.
Roll again.
This is even worse. 11.
Okay. Jam a screwdriver. No. It explodes. You do not know what you were doing in here because you just don't know what the fuck you're doing in here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of wires and shit. You don't have knowledge engineering or anything like that. Knowledge mechanics.
I didn't even think about it because it wasn't on the skill list.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that. I don't know why we had a skill list.
It's all right. I'm gonna make a new character anyway.
But what about?
Wow.
What about Anne? Just level it up.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm not enjoying the neutral as much as I thought I was gonna enjoy the neutral. I want to go back to being a chaos monkey. I miss it. That's what this party is. It's really hard to be in this party and not be a chaos monkey.
Chaos.
Yep.
Yes! I'm gonna talk about. I'm fine.
Bard rogue.
I'm perfect.
Bard rogue.
Anyways, you cannot play one of the medium-sized equals. I'm sorry.
No, I don't want to.
So do it. Can you do it?
No, God, no. Mm-mm.
Oh,
Not at all programmed for that.
I move back to exactly where I dropped the glasses, and then I drop it, and then just sit in my position.
It bounces slightly, and then begins attempting to grab things, but the lid is kind of in the way, and so it's like just futzing around. About 5 minutes later, a dude in a maintenance jumpsuit walks in, and he is.
Why the fuck are you
We don't even know if it
wrong?
It is. Oh, that's funny. First time you guys have run into one of these. It is a. Well, let me see if I can find a picture here. But a somewhat large, multi-tendrilled organism enters the room.
He's in maintenance.
Is it a jewel?
Well, it's got multiple limbs.
Oh, it's
I
a serpent.
suppose tendrils would be kind of. Yeah, I had honestly gotten the two mixed up. So, but yeah, so this odd 6-legged creature walks in, and it looks down at the cleaning machine with the lid popped off, and then looks up at the two of you, and it says, "What's happened?"
Does it say that in common?
Yeah. Yes.
I say in Sorfin. Oh,
Two different
hey,
languages.
it's good to see one of you around here. I noticed that it was futzing up. I thought I might try and fix it, but you know what? It's your equipment. I'm sorry.
Go ahead and give me a bluff.
Sure. I'm saying this in Sorfin.
No,
Yeah, I'm not helping you
about
because I don't know that language.
That's fine.
What he said.
14.
14 for the bluff?
14 with bluff.
Wow. Even just his base roll is higher than that.
Wow.
I like this engineer.
He looks at you and he says, bullshit in Sorfin. And then he picks it up and he says, this looks like somebody who didn't know what they were doing tried to mess with the insides.
So I look at him again and go, yeah, fine, you're right. We never get cool little, like, droid things, because, you know, standard issue stuff. I thought I might take one, but I'm sorry.
He, like, focuses, and then without actually touching the lid, you see the metal of the lid just sort of melt into place and then seal in such a way that it is entirely unopenable.
Mending.
And then he puts it down and it is immediately okay and begins doing its job. And he says, not my products. If you want to get one, speak to the quartermaster, but not my products.
Ah.
And
Okay.
then he looks around, checks the camera in the corner of the room, and then walks out.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh,
It just gets better and better.
Remember, we're not in a castle anymore.
As soon as he walks out, I get up and I go straight to the camera.
Of course you do. Of course.
Destroy the evidence!
So, have these guys gotten there yet?
Yeah, they show up. You guys walk up to the room right as this six-legged being that is a little bit taller than you are, actually, Daniel, comes out, and it looks down at you guys and just kind of like, and then keeps walking.
Did I say it right?
What?
Did I say it right? That's pretty good. You walk in and you see a cleaning droid dusting the last bits of glass into itself. And you see these two and sitting, like, well, not sitting actually, standing.
They're standing. I'm
somewhere.
my own chair. I don't need to sit.
Oh, that works, but okay.
Can we get one of these?
We tried.
Yeah, we can apparently if we go see someone called the quartermaster.
Yeah, we might be able to.
Okay.
Wait.
Well, actually, we can just ask for one when we get all our stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We made a deal. We're gonna go fight some stuff and get a thing back.
Or talk to them. Who
Buy some
who
stuff?
knows?
What?
Well, we should probably try and talk to them first. We're not killing anything.
Oh,
Well, we
thank
might
God.
have to kill some things.
No.
We're not
I'm
trying
getting
to.
a lot of mixed signals right now.
So apparently, and I look back at the camera. I wait a little bit.
It doesn't move or react. It's just there.
Yeah.
A little head comes out and it waves.
So the CIP is all about like preserving species and stuff, I guess.
Okay.
So an indigenous species on this planet took one of their things, one of their equipment things, and they want us to get it back, basically. So that's what we're doing.
Oh,
once
we're
they
getting their
do-
property back. We're taking it back from thieves.
Once we get it back, they'll give us like fuel and med supplies and like
Probably a little Roomba.
probably snack stuff for you guys, and maybe a little robot thing, and
Can I get some things from here?
Ammunition?
Listen, if
whenever
we're about to
done,
fight some
probably.
things, I want to at least be a little bit better.
I'd like to be able
dressed.
to get more ammunition. That'd be
oh yeah,
great.
we're gonna go get some weapons and stuff.
All right, cool.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
And armor. And armor. That sounds great.
Whose armor?
Anybody? Something better than mine, which I have none.
But who's on first?
What?
So
The real question's on who's on second.
But who's that third?
No, what's up there?
on third? Anyways, so a little while later, a scowling figure appears at the door.
Scowling.
Watch it not have a face.
You know, it might just be a permanent scowl. You're not.
No face
The
allowed.
permanent the resting bitch face.
Hey, that's not cool.
It's that Threcky shot.
I would love that so much.
It's another Zeruian.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
More of these guys.
This one, you know, for a Teverin operation, there's a lot of Zeruians here.
You know, like for most part, like I've been just walking on the floors. See a Zurian, I immediately stand up.
Poke your chest out.
Who's hooking?
Okay. I like this. Let's have fun. With a natural one.
We're having fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fun on a one.
I don't know how much intimidating is going on when I'm still like, "Arr!" And just my sternum just popping like, oh! Oh, not
That's
a new one.
So the two of you lock eyes, and you think to yourself, I'm going to make this guy my bitch. And bitch in your language is like a little pet that you keep.
Yeah.
So you go to do this, and he looks at you, and you immediately realize that he is not going to take your shit. Does not give a shit about you guys. Is only here because he's been asked to. And will stick his rifle up your ass if he needs to.
Yeah. All right.
I have like a lot of back issues right now. I've been laying down on a shit for a long time. So where are we going?
So after the other Zurian standing right there, right? I go, yeah, after you went down, what, like 6 or 7 times?
I know. It was crazy.
Yeah, you got taken out so easily. It was weird.
I know.
You got taken out by a bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did. I
And then
did
like
get taken out by a bird.
Like a small creature, like a fourth of his size, too.
Yeah.
And then like a really thin guy with not a lot of strength.
And he happened to got under a giant gun shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He,
remember that.
he got
I mean, they were all great times and all part of my plan.
The Zeruian kind of like, his scowl lessens a little bit, and he kind of chuckles. He goes, bird, huh? I've got a pet bird in my room.
That's awesome.
I would have ate the bird, but
Is it your size?
He thinks for a second, and he goes, no, not yet.
Right.
That's fucking awesome.
Surian, we're an amazing race.
Okay, so he says that, and I lean in and I go, that's not regulation. And then before he can say anything else, I go, but you know how we can get one of those little robot things?
His scowl kind of comes back, and you realize that's just kind of his neutral expression.
Cool.
And he goes, that's something you can talk with the administrator about. I'm just here to show you to the armory bay, and don't do anything slick. And he gestures like very curtly with his head and walks out of the room.
Wait, what about Sticky?
Sticky?
Nah,
Except
I got
it's
it.
slick,
He keeps walking, even if you people aren't walking behind him. Does not
we
give a
should
shit.
we should get some weapons and stuff. Let's
Yes.
go.
Yeah. For you
Okay.
guys too.
So you guys follow him. Their armory is very clearly like just a storage room that got repurposed, as opposed to the one that like was on the ship that had, you know, like grooves that you would put the guns into. This is just like shelves and there are guns
On
on
them.
them.
Cool.
Shells with guns.
So you realize pretty quickly that all the weapons they have there are basically slightly less quality than the auto rifles that are in working condition that you guys already have. There is ammunition, And there. I don't know if you've seen like in fiction where they have the secure room where there's a guy standing at the front like at a little space, and then the rest of it is just like either bulletproof glass or what have you, or like chain. It's basically the same thing. Like
Evidence desk guy.
requisitions.
Yeah.
The requisitions officer there looks at you and says, "All right, the administrator has told me that you require some sort of equipment to deal with the issue we're having. We are willing to offer that within reason. What kind of equipment do you need?"
Do you have a small white cloth I can tie to something?
He looks at you for a moment, and he says, "Yeah, we've got a couple different sizes." And then he
so we need one of the small ones.
he pulls out a box and he starts like pulling out one by one. And he just waits for you to say which one.
Oh yeah, definitely that one.
And he kind of folds it neatly and slides it over to you.
Perfect.
Good, my chloroform
Do you have any protective clothing?
He nods, steps away, walks towards the back end of the room where you see that there are vests on hooks. He says, "How many are you guys going to need for this?"
3.
4.
3.
4.
3. Toby. 3.
He says, "Standard humanoid or something else?"
Hi.
He looks at you and he goes, "Yeah, we got something in your size."
2 standard humanoids and something else.
He
You don't want one, right?
pulls down. He goes to pull down a
You just have
couple,
Toby.
and then stops and grabs a cart, and then comes back and pulls down a couple, and then a much larger set
David
with
says hi.
more straps.
Nice.
And he tosses it on
Alan?
there.
David says
and he
hi.
brings it out for you. And he pulls it up and he says, "This is a standard issue flak vest, same kind that the patrolmen use.
Yeah, right.
Nothing
right,
too
right.
fancy. Just make sure if you get hit, replace the spot before you get hit there again, or else the protection's not going to be as great."
Do you have replacements?
He kind of sighs and he goes, "Yeah, I've got a couple of ablative layers." And he goes and he grabs a small box of padding and then brings it back and puts it down next to the...
How heavy are they?
They're pretty light.
Right, so we got
That's good.
this, we got that. How about ammo?
He goes,
Yes.
"What caliber?"
Toby?
He
pull
looks
out
and
my
he
weapon.
goes, "Yeah, that makes sense." And then he walks. He walks back and comes back with box. And says, "We don't have a lot in the way of the magazines themselves, but we've got bullets."
Yep, that looks like the right one. Yep.
He kind of gives you this like, okay, look, like this guy clearly doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, and then turns to look
all
at
of us,
Toby.
really.
And he says, "You need anything else for that thing, or are you set?"
Would you like a strap? Or 2?
Oh, I do have some weapons that are malfunction. Could
You
be
don't
able to
have the
repair
weapons.
those?
No, we can't. We're just acquiring these, right? We can't-
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
we're
we're
fine.
just getting things for the mission now. We can't fix those right now.
But the weapons we have is broken.
We're
Right,
fine.
but we
We're
have
fine.
we have regular ones that are okay. We
Yeah.
don't need to worry about
Fine,
those right now.
we
We
can
can
fix it when we get
later.
back,
Yeah,
it'll be okay.
Yeah,
Let's
it'll be
just
okay.
focus on this, and then we'll.
Yeah, we
then
don't,
we'll
we don't
focus
need
on
to ask for more than we can get.
Do you have any?
Sidearms. Pistols. Do you have those?
I was okay.
I was gonna say sharp things, right?
I was gonna say
You
sharp
guys
things.
are
Yeah,
keeping
right,
an
sharp
eye on
things.
it.
But
He looks to you and he says, "No, we don't use sidearms here. The security personnel primarily relies on the rifles." And then turns to you and he says, "As far as sharp things, we've got our standard issue combat knives, but other than that, we don't really stock those things. I'd like to keep the boys away from anything too
So
plain.
no big special thing.
You have children here?
It's a turn of phrase.
You at least explained it.
How do you turn a
So no big
phrase?
sharp things.
I forgot, what species is this guy?
Let's find out. I thought it was he not Thrak?
I don't think we.
I don't think I actually said if he
Oh,
was
okay.
or wasn't. That.
I
Okay.
could thread the room with the dog.
There are a surprising number of Sorfin here. He,
He's a Sorvin?
yeah,
Cool.
actually. He looks at you guys and he says, well, we can issue you guys some combat knives. That's about as best as it goes.
Okay.
If you guys are heading into the caverns anyways, the natives probably have a few things. Nothing quite up to the same durability, of course, but
Yeah.
Okay. Gigo, you got your maces, right?
Yeah. You want one?
Yeah. Sure.
What do you have for knaves, flashbangs? Do you have any of
Big
those?
weapon. You've been asking.
he
Really
looks
drop-
at you for a second, and then he
And
goes,
just laughs.
So this here's the slip of what you guys have requested. I'm going to need you to sign off on this. We're going to need any remaining material turned in once this is complete.
Of course.
If you want to negotiate otherwise as part of your pay, that's your business, not mine until you're done.
Can I, before we finish up, can I see one of those combat knives?
He goes, yeah, sure. And then he takes one out of his pocket and he... No.
I really hope he does that. Oh, does he do that?
Roll it, roll it.
He puts one of his, 6 hands there and he's... God damn it.
This guy's got gulf.
This guy's way cooler than he actually is.
Just like that fucking rookie.
He goes and picks one. See, that guy was cool because he rolled amazingly. This guy, I just find him hilarious if he's cooler than he is. He grabs one and brings it over to you, and puts it down in front of you.
Okay. So I've had the the surrender flag in my palm the entire time.
Uh-huh.
So I just put my hand on the desk and I look at it and I twirl it around my fingers a little bit. How's it feel? Is it heavy? It's heavy, isn't it?
No, it's
good?
Yeah, I mean, the material is lightweight, but it's clearly an alloy that is meant to take a beating. I mean, it's better than any of the stuff that those weird little goblin things had before. You imagine that if the people that were aboard the warship were not Marines, but instead army, they might have these knives.
Okay.
But because they were primarily meant to keep order aboard the ship,
Yeah.
They didn't really need them.
So I twirl it around, I throw it up a couple times, catch it.
Dexterity check.
Sure. Straight dexterity?
Yep.
Or,
I'll just sit there and ask for one.
You're just doing fancy tricks. I'll let you do sleight of hand if you want to.
I'll take that.
Okay.
I ask for one.
21.
Cool. Yeah, you do all sorts of crazy ass bullshit.
And then I move my hand and then I finish by stabbing the knife into the flag thing.
Okay.
And then I let go of it. Does it stay there? Knife?
Well, I mean, so you're stabbing it through the flag into the table?
Whatever the counter, yeah. Is the counter metal?
The counter's metal, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so I stab the knife into it, and then I turn it over, and the little flag thing is on it.
Yeah, the flag thing's on it. There's no indentation on the metal, but there's also no noticeable dullness on the knife.
Cool. So I take the thing off, I put it back in my pocket, and I go, I'll take another one of these.
He goes, all right, so one for you, two for you. And he writes it down real quick. What?
Knife.
These.
Toby, I got you one.
Did you?
I swirl it around and then handed the handle to you. I'll stab you. You go, oh, Toby, you want a knife?
Magic's up a stretcher. No.
Back to the bed,
Pile
babe.
one.
We got another one.
He gets 2 more knives and puts them down and then adds it to the list. And then he puts forward the receipt.
I look at it. How much is it?
All of this?
Yeah.
A lot.
I want to know. Like I'm not asking, I'm not asking for like a specific number. I just want to know if it's a lot or not a lot.
Well, if you're buying wholesale, it's not.
Buying wholesale.
What the fuck do you think? They go to like the local,
Obviously,
like,
yes. The
locally
local,
sourced
yes.
organic gunsmiths, and they buy each piece, individually crafted.
I just
Yes,
want to
yes.
know.
Each one has the maker's mark on the bottom.
He
of
went
the
to
barrel.
Jared for my gun.
Every kiss begins with K's arms and guns.
Every tip of the bullet is made
Yeah,
of
I
diamonds.
just want to know if it's in like the thousands of credits or what.
Yes, it is thousands of credits.
Well, all of this is definitely in thousands.
Alright,
Okay.
so take it and fold it up neatly. Pocket.
The receipt?
Yep.
He says, I'm going to need you to sign that. And then I'm going to take the bottom slip.
Right, yeah, of course, yeah. Fold it. So I'm
Excellent.
gonna sign it?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll sign it.
Okay. He goes,
Alright. Sign it and give it back to him. Yeah, sure.
tears the two.
The person who didn't take any equipment, yes.
He tears the receipts, like we would nowadays. And
So
gives
yeah,
you
no, it's
the
not at
top
all
copy.
automated. All that stuff, still paper.
Cool.
This is a mining operation, man. Like, some of this shit is just kind of whatever. And then he hangs the receipt on a little, not a tack, but there's some sort of material that is future tax that doesn't actually have anything.
Future tax. These tax hover.
It's like magnets.
Whoa, can we have some of those future tax?
Then he goes, all right, just make sure to stop here once you guys get back to return your things.
Right.
And he turns his attention away from you guys and picks up this rock, and you see him start molding it without touching it, turning it into a little statue.
Whoa. How do you do that?
He looks at you and he goes, it's what we do. Surfing.
Wow, you must be really bored.
So what does the vest give us?
So the vest is, well, the skinny of it is that it is +5 AC.
Holy shit.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty badass.
Do you want one of those?
Yeah, shit. Now I kind of want one of those.
Well, too bad you're a droid. No, I'm kidding.
We'll pick one up on the way out.
So it's the equivalent of
Oh,
It's ridiculous.
AC's now 17. Yay.
Oh.
so it's
You
the
said 5, right?
equivalent of
Not AC is 19.
breastplate
Yeah.
in D&D terms.
Yep.
So
Okay.
it's medium armor. It's going to give you a -4 armor check penalty and maximum dex of 3.
So I put this thing on and it seems kind of heavy.
Yeah.
And I go, that sucks. I take it off and I go, you want this? I don't want this.
Yeah,
All right. Here.
And fucking Ryan.
let's go.
It is
5 AC, damn.
real shitty for.
Oh wait, that's gonna mess up my
spellcasting
casting.
stuff.
It's real shitty for
So
spellcasters.
if you're
Alan.
doing anything that has a somatic.
No, I don't really want it
I
either.
don't want to
Yeah,
do it.
no, let's
25%
just-
arcade
Yeah.
spell
Shit.
I mean, just give them to me.
fail. And the speed goes down by 10 for all guys.
Oh no! I go down
For just
to
a
30.
vest?
It's a heavy ass vest, actually.
You said it was.
It's
The plates are
equivalent to a
light.
breastplate.
So you don't want it either?
Yeah, not really.
I
The
go.
plates themselves are light.
It's fine
There are a lot
articulated
of
movements,
plates.
you know?
So
It's
the
difficult.
way it works is, it's got these
I-
ablative plates that go into it, and so they're layered in such a way that any impact is going to dent the plate, and then spread the impact out to the other ones.
I know how ballistic.
Oh, great.
That's
So then it's fucking heavy.
The plates are heavy, though.
Not in these ones. There's space vests,
Space
motherfucker.
vests, yes, I would expect them to be lighter.
They're laser hologram space vests, yo. They're
Yeah,
heavy.
If you put them on a fucking record player, they play fucking Daft Punk's Discovery album. Like, they're space vests.
Whoa.
Alright?
That's heavy.
I find the nearest record player.
Discovery was always the heaviest Daft
So you're
Punk
gonna go
album.
back and take them back?
Although I do
We're still in
like
the same room.
Random Access Memories. It's really good. Just put
Gangal's
that out
so
there.
happy with his.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he's
I go,
Because he found something that fits.
hey, so we don't want this.
What?
I just put the vest back on the counter.
What?
He sighs. Puts down the statue. Pulls up another receipt. Says, "Go ahead and hand me the receipt that you have."
Oh, sure. And I unfold it.
He takes the one that's hanging, crumples it, throws it in the trash.
Right.
Are there
Prints
pants that
out.
go with this?
No.
What about gauntlets?
No, it's meant to keep your insides from being destroyed.
Can I have a helmet?
So this is your new receipt. Just sign here, and this will display it.
I'll sign this
Oh,
one. too.
here.
Okay,
Gives you
cool.
another
Still
vest.
with nothing.
Yeah.
As it should
Pulls
be.
off the top copy, hands it to you, puts
Okay.
the bottom one up on the tack, goes back, sits down on a nearby crate, and goes back to messing with this statue.
Whoa! How do you do that?
He gestures at the top of the thing, and the wall just comes down in front.
I pulled up the receipt and I put it in my pocket. Alright, so you go with your vest, right?
Yeah, no, I'm great.
Toby, you want to keep yours?
Yes.
Now, does your
Alright.
fast movement stay even with medium armor? Is my question.
Yeah, he gets fast movement no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It's just his base speed drops.
okay. Cool. Just double check.
So you gave me that mace. What are the stats on that mace, by the by?
It is
What
a
was
D6 plus your strength.
Oh, what's the
Crit is 2.
knife stats?
Let me tell you.
Ooh, yeah,
That's a
50.
standard dagger.
Yeah, actually, that is exactly what it is.
You tell me what the standard dagger is.
Oh, for the love of fucking Christ.
Well, I asked you the question.
So
And I want an answer.
motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a
D4?
D4 plus strength.
Is it a finesse weapon?
It's totally finessable.
Meaning, can I use my dex?
Yeah, it's a light weapon.
Awesome.
If you have weapon finesse, then yeah.
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 Oh,
So I have a mace, you have a mace, I have a rifle.
5. Weapon finesse is 8 feet.
oh.
Yeah.
That's really
Wait, what does it
bad.
mace have?
Wait a minute.
Not good.
You don't have a mace.
I had a mace.
I want to stick to guns.
A long time ago. Pick one up.
Alright, so the bullets, by the way, if you load them, how many magazines did you have total? Do you know?
I still have 18 shots.
I've been tossing those magazines. So all the magazines I do have are full.
Well, if you run out of bullets, you can replace up to 10 magazines worth of bullets.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shit, just time out. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait, are you pumping those out of the magazine?
No, I'm gonna just imagine that during a fight. I'm just like, oh, I gotta reload. 1, 2, 3, 6.
Yeah, you probably don't want to do that. Just a suggestion. You probably don't want to do that.
Just
Yeah.
saying.
So, D4 crits on a 19 through 20 times 2.
Okay,
You can throw it at a 10-foot range.
cool.
Does piercing or slashing. Just
Yay.
like every other dagger.
Cool.
Every other dagger. Alright.
I'm set.
So we got the vest, which I put one back. We got the ammo. We got the little white flag. We
No.
got some
I'm rested?
knives. Anything else?
You're at full health.
No, but I'm rested.
Sure.
Yes, okay. Yeah, I got rage.
Yeah, no, you rested enough when you regained hit points.
Okay.
Remember? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
so
I just wanted to make sure.
That's what we got. We got the weapons, the ammo, and okay.
Oh, I should ask for extra clips.
Oh, on the receipt,
Totally.
how much was that little flag? How many credits was that little flag? Was it credits? Did it cost
I
credits?
don't think it was
So
like a
the
receipt, like a
doesn't
money
show
receipt.
Money. The
Oh.
receipt shows items,
Oh.
and then at the bottom, it is basically just
Check in, check out.
Yeah.
If you do not return the items, you then pay
Then
for the
yeah,
items.
then they find out what the
Right,
cost is.
Okay, cool.
Well,
Got it.
then you find out the quartermaster presumably knows.
Okay, cool.
You can probably just keep.
Wait, is he the quartermaster?
No, he's just the requisitions officer. The quartermaster is in charge of all of the material on the base. That guy's just in charge of making sure the materials are issued out appropriately.
Okay, cool. All right.
And there are probably like 2 of them because they can't just have one person working all the time.
What? Okay.
You know,
Cool.
they're a mining operation, not a military base.
So
Um,
turning back to that Zurian, is he still there, waiting for us? Is he just standing there?
Right, that guy. Yeah, actually, he's been standing like nearby. And he says, "If you're all ready with your cloths and your knives, then I can lead you to the mag lift."
I take the cloth out and I unfold it. Is there a hole in it?
The small one from the knife.
Fold it back up. I turn around and I knock on the metal of the window.
He says, "We're closed. Lunch break."
We gotta return this though.
Can I get some extra magazines?
I mean, I can keep it, but I don't want to keep it if you want to have it back because we don't want it.
What?
Can we just
We
go?
were done.
Yeah. But this thing has a hole in it. I don't want it.
Come on. We're going. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Come on.
I leave
Let's
it on
go.
the counter.
So you guys follow this route. He leads you down a few more hallways until you reach what apparently is a staging area. There are several tracks, some of which have little, basically enclosed carts in them, large enough for several individuals and equipment. And then there are off to the side other carts that appear to be something that you can attach to those carts to then bring to wherever the site is, presumably if they need heavier equipment than what they can fit inside the car. There are a few individuals there in jumpsuits different than the ones you've been seeing around. Presumably these are miners because they all have like grime and stuff, and a few of them have what appear to be small drilling implements. They're just waiting for another mag lift to show up, it seems. As you guys walk up to the first mag lift, you notice it's the only one that is just sitting idle, and the security officer says, "We've had this one sitting here ever since the incident. We didn't want to risk sending anyone out there until we've rerouted the rails. There we go, rails." But now that you're here, we can send you on your way, and you can recover our equipment for us. He opens the door using like a little ID badge, and the two kind of like Disney World, how they have those little fucking mag rail. What the fuck are they called?
Yeah.
Unit rail, something or other.
Yeah,
Anyways, both sides have doors that open, allowing
Monorail.
people to come in from both sides. It is empty but well kept.
Okay.
Oh, can I get like 6 bullets? Were you the one that had the bullets?
I don't have bullets.
Oh man, you were so close. If I had rolled a 1, you would have dropped that box.
I've never had any bullets.
I grabbed the box.
Okay, great. So there,
Uh,
I'm let one. Cool.
So
I just put him on.
People fiddling so much.
where are we going?
So he says, this will be a one-way trip for you guys. We'll leave the lift there, but presumably if you get the drill, you can just drive it back to the base. The drill has the coordinates already inside of it. Should be pretty easy.
Cool. So when you guys haven't done it yet?
We don't intend to be sending out personnel into those caverns. We were going to wait for support.
What are we, some
looks
kind of
like
suicide
support's
squad?
already here.
Yeah, of course.
He waves
Doing the
you guys
jobs
in.
you guys can't.
Why? Why?
Sorry, are you trying to piss him off? Is that what this is about?
Not at all.
He kind of looks at you with this, like, what the fuck are you doing? And then he steps back and kind of bumps the cart, and then the doors close with you guys in it.
Oh, I bump it again. Does it do anything?
Within moments, it starts to speed off, and you guys enter the dark abyss that is the tunnel system. And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
What? Oh, what? No, what?
What?
Yay! I got armor.
You got
Finally.
armor.
We all got our.
Finally, you have enough AC
No, you
to
guys got
not
armor.
immediately die.
Yeah.
when you run into
And
Mhm.
enough health to
Yeah.
not immediately die.
What's your AC?
Now 17.
Oh, shit.
Mine's 18.
Mine's bad.
Should have kept
Oh.
Oh yeah, 12.
14.
All right, so
Okay, I'm a caster. I'm supposed to be in
yeah,
the back.
what did you guys learn? You know, you came to this new system, you negotiated, you tried to steal a cleaning droid.
So many people have thought about other people fucking with their stuff. It's just infuriating, really.
You were
It's-
fucking someone's stuff.
Almost like a corporation would want to keep an eye on its equipment and keep it from being stolen.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. God, they suck.
The best part is they're not really protecting against you guys. They're probably protecting against their own employees.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because they can't just trust their own employees.
No,
No,
of
you
course
can never
not.
do that.
Well, there was like, I want to say it was somebody that worked at a Subway, and the reason the cameras got put in was totally because of employees.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, not at all customers.
Yeah.
Not in the
It's like my
slightest.
last place of employment. Like it was a sales store. The
Retail.
retail, whatever. The only
sell
places
Yeah.
the only places that they had cameras pointed at
It's just really hard
was
for him to retell his
everywhere that a employee was at. It was at register, back room, break room.
Well, that's where all the
Nothing
customers go.
else on the floor.
Let's say back room and break room. That's
It was a pretty
That's
big
not
store
like-
too.
Yeah, customers.
Oh,
hang out there.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Sam.
So, what have you learned, and we know that Froman has learned that fucking cameras are annoying.
it's harder to take people's shit than you thought. I guess it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you guys think
yeah.
it's easier, and no.
Nope.
Oh well.
I mean, we could have just taken the droid. It just would have been really loud. And on.
Please put me down.
put me down.
What was that? Nothing.
I legit, my only thought when we first encountered those little guys was, I'm like, oh, in a couple levels, I could have a little Roomba as a familiar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp through my familiar. It doesn't have hands.
And the dustpan opens up
It
and
has
like,
a
pops you on
dustpan.
the ankle.
What? Ow, I mean, it didn't hurt that much, but what? Ah.
Oh, God. Oh, my shin. Ah.
What have you learned, Dan?
What have I learned? I am programmed for something. Damn it.
We found your primary function.
We've ruined my primary function. I just finally got to use it.
Yeah, talking us out of corners.
I physically, as a person, need to get better at the talking us out. Yeah, I'm just like, I just gotta roll. So much easier. No.
Because this is a tabletop game, not a video game.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
Then why do we all have controllers?
The better question is, why are those controllers being operated by other people? And are they controlling us?
Hi, Orange.
80s Twilight
Did
Zone
you
stuff.
guys see that episode of Black Mirror?
Yes, I saw all of them.
The one where the game and it was like 0.4 seconds, but he was there for
Super creepy.
So,
That's a really good one.
Fucking Ryan, what have you learned?
Oh, it was great.
I should have had garlic.
It was, yeah.
Oh no,
I
it's
don't know
back.
why I ask. True Alchemist, what have you learned?
I like feeling good.
We all.
And you got to make sure to stretch before you intimidate. That's always important. You always got to make sure you stretch very well before you try to intimidate.
Got fucking nailed with that one.
Right, so we see someone coming at us and we're like, I'm going to scare this guy. Hey, can you hold on for a second?
Yeah, that guy rolled like a 19 total or some shit. Like,
I was pretty happy because I was like, yeah, I put one more rank in intimidate. That's a +5. Natural 1.
Oh.
Bye.
the best part is I don't think that guy has like
I don't even know why I was
bonuses
intimidating.
to intimidate. Like
Yeah.
that's just two well-armed like fighting Zeruians.
They just don't care enough, you know?
I was like, it was a good playoff though.
Well, I guess we'll find out what adventures you guys are gonna end up on the next episode. Craig confirmed.
Maybe we won't kill everything. Maybe we will. Who knows?
We're not going to.
No, gonna kill
We're
it.
not good enough to do it yet.
I'll go kill everything.
Don't
Maybe I should
kill
learn Greek.
everything.
I'm,
Kill the first
putting it
one
out
and
there.
use it
I
as
might
blackmail.
even prepare for this next session. We'll see.
Oh, what?
Oh,
What a treat for us.
Yeah, I might like draw out like a dungeon or something. Maybe
Shit.
there'll be a dragon at the end of
That's
this.
a lot of work. No.
Yeah, that's his I'm not doing that wink. No dragon.
There's no dragon.
Planet-sized dragon, and then that's gonna be our new ship.
Yeah. We're going to drive
We're gonna
the
live
planet
on it?
dragon.
You guys ruined the twist where you guys get all this equipment and then you fly out and then the planet-sized dragon just swallows.
Right, and then we go to its stomach.
Oh,
and
our
we embed
security
ourselves in its
systems
spine
work well.
and control the dragon-sized planet. We
Yeah, good luck with that.
we like squeeze its amygdala, and then we talk to it.
There was once
Hey, did you-
a story I was
Turn around.
told from a gaming group where there's a dragon and they were fighting it, and for some reason the dwarf wanted to try and tunnel up the dragon's ass, and he made his rolls and he did, and he got in there with a bunch of explosives and blew the dragon up from the inside, and he died too.
I would want
But-
to die too if I just fell off a dragon's ass.
I have heard some interesting stories of dragons.
Anyways,
Why does everybody want to be inside a dragon? It's so weird.
I don't want to be inside of a
I
dragon.
don't either.
No.
Yeah, none of my
Except
players
obviously,
have
I guess, a
ever
planet-sized
wanted
one.
to
That's
be.
different.
They just inadvertently
Is it?
ended up inside.
I don't know. You're the one
Usually.
who was yeah.
I was
Saying we
really
should-
gung ho about it.
Yeah, you were a bit.
I was.
Was his
Well,
character a
this is
gerbil of
exciting.
some kind?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see if there's a dragon's asshole in the next game, I guess. I don't
It
know.
will all be gerbils.
No rest of the dragon, just the asshole. That's all we get.
Dragon-sized Richard Gere.
Isn't that
Alright.
a game already?
Old,
One big asshole.
Anyways.
old, probably urban myth. Well, I think we're going to call it here, folks. So, as always, I'm Guy on Couch.
I'm True Alchemist.
I'm fucking Ryan.
I'm from an 8.
And I'm Nihilism Raptor.
And you've been watching Crit Confirmed on Believe It Entertainment. Keep living that couch life, guys.
Bye!